Hello guys, it's Yuri with you today. And let me ask you about this question about the state that you are from time to time. Me also feeling this state of depression when you feel lost. And I don't know actually what you're going through right now in your life, but if you watch it, probably you feel similar states sometime from time to time. And maybe you're going through divorce, maybe you're going through business losses, maybe you're going through moving countries, moving spaces, maybe you are recovering from losing loved ones. Maybe it's just hard for you to wake up in the morning, starting your day with heaviness and your body exhausted, and you just feel that life it don't have any purpose, any meaning. And let me talk to you not like a holistic doctor and transformational coach with experience. Let me talk to you today as a simple man who going through the same challenges in life. And I'm not coaching you or teaching you what to do or telling you like life can become easier if you are will do this or that. We know that life brings you different things. The question is another. The question that I will talk about today, why we have this state, why our mind and our body create it so we can feel it, and it affects our life. You know how it affects because maybe you multiple times was there. Maybe you right now you go through this period. And I was not only once in that state. So let me share with you some instruments, some tools that can help you because I use them on regular basis when I work with people and I learn them from my mentors, from my teachers, my coaches who work decades with people. And I know that it will help you. So I'm here sharing with you something that can help you. I know it, if you will work out through it. So I want to invite you to this journey. Share it with me. My presentation didn't perfect and my English also, but my intent is pure because one day I received the message similar like that. And I start practicing and it gives me changes. After that, I start feeling progress. And right now I feel more confident than ever. Life didn't get easier. Challenges didn't disappear. I can tell you even different things. Maybe it's some from time to time it looks crazy. But if you will wait from life to give you some challenges, it will give it to you. You'll not be able to run from life. But in one point, you feel so confident, not from outside, but inside, that you starting challenging yourself. You start stretching yourself. And this will be interesting part. Of course, when you lost and depressed and from time to time feel like that, it looks like impossible to challenge yourself. How I can challenge myself? It's already, I'm challenged by my state, by how I feel. Like recently, one of my friend called me and said, I'm I'm done. I'm just it's enough. I'm tired to be overweight, sick and depressed. So three things in one. And all of them come through our mechanism that we called sometimes the enemy, that we suffer from it, some state. But what if it's not? What if it's just a signal for you to recognize it and use it for your growth? So let's move on, and you will be able to process it with questioning yourself because I prepare for you some presentations. You will not stare in just on talking head. And let me know how you feel. Let me know how this will affect to you. Find me in social media or give me feedback here under this video. Like just drop a comment and let's contact. Let's share our journey with each other and help to overcome our challenges. And I know that it will help others for sure. This is what I see already many years working with people. And this is what I know that it helps me one day. And I'm continue doing so, growing, contributing. This is a choice. So let's move on because I'm not will tell you what it's specifically in your case you need to do. Maybe you can find somebody who can help you, like leads you through the process, maybe some professional. If these tools will help you, I will be happy because I hear from you because this is what really works. It's not some like voodoo things or like hallucination. It's real things. And let me dive in a little bit and ask you this question. What if depression isn't your enemy? What if it's create for you some state to protect you? I didn't realize it many years ago when my father was killed when I was 12. Before that, at 11, one of my best friends in the school was hit by drunk motorcyclist, and also it's what he was he didn't survive. So in that early age, I didn't ask myself how I can get succeed, how I can achieve something, how I can win the competition, how I can become smarter, how I can be like somebody. I have only one question that everything can disappear any moment. My people who I loved and care dearly, how I can become stronger and protect others, how I can make sure that if some questions will appear, I be able to give an answer. So that castle, that wall that I build and I feel safe in some moment, because that state shapes me. It's give me some emotions. It's give me some energy to move on, to figure out some science, some medicine, some spirituality, some philosophy. And I start doing sports even more and using many competition. So of course, I want to achieve something, but not because I want achievement, because I want to prove that I'm worthy to protect somebody. First of all, my mom, because she lose her husband in that day. I didn't understand how hard it was for her. Just during one night, all life changes, and she have two sons, me and my older brother. She care about, so she did everything the best. In my mind, I create a story who I need to become. And in one point, it gives me some energy to move on. But from another point, it's create some tension. And my mom told me that never close your heart. It was lesson that I didn't hear many, many years. Because my question was if God didn't protect my father. I don't want that kind of God. And I don't want my mom even think that one day he will come and help her. I need to become somebody like that. Of course, it's create for me some tension. And even when I want to create a connection with people, I do it through pleading. I didn't really believe and open up my heart. And it's create these feelings that if I were looking for meaning, I need to find it or nothing else matter. So I lose that momentum of feeling joy, feeling love, be happy. Everything becomes like just needs to get more certainty. So that shapes me in both ways. And I want to ask you right now, if you instead, if you feel some losses, some kind of depression, some kind of pain, where it's come from and why you feel like that. It's interesting thing because if we will start questioning it, we will start exploring more our feelings and our thoughts, and it's lead us to other important distinction. Because my teacher Tony Robbins telling us that we not like suffering from life. We can suffer from a story that we create about some events. And it's really true because life can give us different things, but interpretation of that events can give us different meaning, and meaning creates some kind of emotions. But in the beginning, it's a thought. But most importantly, that Bruce Lipton, also one of my teachers that I learning from him, Tony and Bruce, they don't know me personally that I learning from him, but I learning from them. You have some people like that, right? You inspired by them, you learn from them, and they don't know you even exist, and it's okay. So Bruce Lipton, he explained that our body, it means our cells, our tissues, they are learning from our state. So psychosomatic response, this is what Tony teach about the meaning that we create. It means like our mind trained by our experience, like from yesterday experience, and this will create and create even more stories. And they will affect us, not only on the level of emotions, they will go inside our soma, in our body, and we be able to even feel it. And you can go to do some searches in the labs. Your blood work is fine, your x-ray is fine, everything looks okay, but you're not okay, and you know that. So psychosomatic effect, it can be so deep that we can create more challenging states for us in the body. But more importantly, how it affects our life on everyday basis. So let me ask you, if this state right now that you have, it's signal, it's not your enemy, and you have some feelings right now, some thoughts, some feeling in the body that you can deal with, it's called the state. I work back of the days with stroke survivals. It was more than 20 years ago. And that kind of state, when you lose part of your body, it's just can destroy you. It means like your life, it's just shifted in the one moment. If you survive from stroke, you need to recover, you need to recreate your identity. And we know some stories like that. They're inspiring when people going through this. So in that days, I remember that you be able to influence your state. It takes a lot of effort. It takes consistently. It takes some time, and sometimes we just don't give it time enough to things happens. This is what I talk about on previous workshop. You can find it on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe and like and read the description. Maybe you can find it for you interesting, and drop some comment that I can read and answer so we can build some connection. So stay with this question that I have on each slide for a second. I want to leave you with this because you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok for helping you to process it, to make it digestible. I'm here to support you. And this tool that works for me and for thousands and millions of people around the globe, you can make them yours. They don't need to be exactly like I telling you. Making them digestible for yourself and let me know how it works for you. Interesting moment that I share a little bit already about how our mind, our brain, our nervous system protect us. And it will always create some stories and our body will respond to it. So we will have some tension, we will have some anxiety, but everything starts from some thoughts and we can give a meaning to it. Interesting that many times in life I feel very scared. One of that moments when you lose control completely. One of these moments you see on this screenshot, it was 2020. 2022, when invasion starts, Russian invasion in Ukrainian territory. My mom was in Kiev. I was born there before I started traveling, and in 2019, when COVID starts, I was in United States, ending my trip and about to move again to Europe, but a lot of things changes during pandemic, and probably you know that days, how they shape you. So in 2022, when invasion starts, it was hard very for me, even sleep, even live my life on everyday basis, because my thoughts telling me if in that days when my father was killed, I talked to God that you will not be able to protect him. So I point fingers on other people. And of course to myself, because I was the last person who saw him. I bring him dinner and I ask him to stay with him in the office. He said, go back home. I will see you in the morning. And I told myself, if I will stay there, he will be alive. So that kind of guilt was with me a little bit. A few years after I switched to the state that I need to protect my mom. In this case, I was in one country preparing everything for her retirement that I chasing many years already. It starts in 2013 when I bought land in Crimea to buy for her house for retirement. And in 2014, Crimea was taken. So I tell my mom, hold on, we will figure out, we will make it happen. During pandemic, we spend a lot of time by on the phone, and she participate on my events about holistic health and emotional, mental, and physical performance when we're talking about mastering your state and your vitality. In that days, I was very scared because I was not sure do I be able to see her again. It was very scary moment. You can even see on our faces. We almost say goodbye to each other. I mean, I didn't say that, but I show even my state to my mom because I usually didn't. But in that moment, it was very sad and scary. And I know that many people on the earth going through these states when it's scary right now in Ukraine and in other countries who are in the war zones right now. It's devastating. But even without that horror, on everyday basis, we can create to ourselves this state, and our brain will continue replay like uh, replace our positive thoughts with hope, thoughts with hope to thoughts with danger. That we need to avoid this, we need to prevent this. If we did that, it shouldn't happen. We should do this and that. Like so, this is create a state of emergency. It creates state of scarcity. It creates state of anxiety. And in that mode, when you fight, flight, or freeze, this like it's wired in our nervous system and our body respond very quickly. We not be able to even feeling live. Of course, from time to time, it's hurt us deeply when it moment like you not be able to have a control over things. When you be able to see how your mind and how your body respond, you can create this space, like few moments between reaction and some event, and give another meaning to it. So in that moment, I remember when I jump on the call with my mom, she in the basement, and like, are you safe? Yes, everything good. Okay, it's not good, but you safe. Let's breathe. Let's talk about our compelling future. And at that moment, it was necessary to help her to shift her state. I was scary, but I know that it's nothing about what she feels because she in the basement. She heard these sirens and the bombing coming nonstop. And this is something that tells me that I'm scared also. but I we need to create some space for us, even in the thoughts, even just thinking about it, breathing differently, and focus on different things. This is how we can change our state. Tony Robbins used this principle. It's a technique he used decades. It's called triad. Focus. After that, we're changing meaning. After that, we're changing the whole story. And before that, we go with the changing physiology because this is the first part that we're doing. But the whole point to go through all of these stages, because only just start breathing differently didn't give you any changes. It will be just a little shift. You need to start focusing on things like, for example, compelling future. Start focusing on things that you be able to influence, help other people, doing something that will be supportive for yourself and for others. So you create a different meaning. You got some mission, some purpose, something that will hold you on. About this, talking a lot in his work. One of the favorite teachers of Tony Robbins, and he talked about Viktor Frankl a lot. And of course, I wrote his book, and I love it. I enjoy it, and I use it in my practice, of course. So I encourage you to learn more about works of Tony Robbins and Viktor Frankl, and of course Bruce Lipton, because it can help you. The interesting thing, when you be able to sit with it, ask yourself right now, what kind of thoughts repeatedly come into me, and for what? What they wants to tell me about my state, about what I'm focusing on, because they can be a markers. They can actually show you the map. Because maybe you like it or not, but depression you can make bigger. You can create it just by your choice. So sit with this question, please, right now for a little bit and ask yourself, in which area of your life right now you have never-ending thoughts, not empowering, but dispowering you, and how they serve you, what they trying you to know, what they trying you to teach. You can find the opening there. And please let me know how it reflects to you, because for me it's very important. I'm here for you. Of course, I'm growing with you because I'm having the same challenges in life as you have. And yes, I'm working with people, but right now, most important thing, if you will be able to get something like one different feeling, one different thoughts today through this workshop, it means it's worth it. So let's move forward, because no matter what you will execute, life will continue bringing new challenges. Life will continue bringing you new obstacles. And of course, we remember a lot of painful moments because they shapes us. They really show us who we become in this journey. And our life can be warning and example, both. But what we will choose it to become, it means when we will give more energy, like Tony Robbins teach, where focus go, energy flows. And this is true. Just think about that. Most of the people think that emotions just driving their life. What I will tell you that emotions is just a result. And you see here already the answer, because you can read the description like on each slide that I created for you. Because my accent may be not adjustable, and you can just make a screenshots and upload it to you, like just some question to work out it by yourself. When you will be alone, it means like not alone, but when you will be able to create for you some space to think about it more deeply. But if your emotions, it's just a result. It's just like when you are turning the light is lightning, but you make this turn on the switcher. You turn it on. So the light comes, but you are who can make a decision, switch it on or switch it off. You can be in lightness, in light or in darkness. The same with emotions. This is interesting metaphor because I remember when my mom passed away as a refugee in Denmark in 2024, of course, it was unexpected. I'm still preparing for her retirement, working in different country, making things happen. My family, part of the refugees in different countries. So here on the picture, you see my mom and me when I'm very little, and it gives me very, very much amazing, loving feelings. Even when after her funeral. You see here in the Denmark on the piers close to the ocean when she visit many times. Here we with my nephew and his mom after funeral. And yes, we're not smiling because everybody have their own meaning about this situation. I remember I apologize to them. They apologize to me that we not be able to protect her, we not be able to create for her a space. And it was first respond. And it's understandable because our emotions just just following our thoughts and we meaning that we give. And it takes for me a few weeks to practice triad, to practice focus, to change a meaning. So I've found the purpose, how I want to live my life right now. And it was not easy to pick up this, like trail, this like I wanna go this I want to build this highway. Right now, I don't even see the way, but I know that I will be able to build this purpose, this meaning. I will be able to use it, this pain as a purpose, as a power, because I don't want to stuck in suffering with the meaning of I'm not worthy. I'm not be able to. I didn't take a promise. I didn't keep a promise. I didn't make everything that necessary. So all of these should uh, when we're talking about some event that happens when we not be able to influence it, actually a lot of responsibilities that we try to put on ourselves, it's not even work. I mean, they don't work. We can put it on ourselves, but it just didn't work because we not be able to make decisions for other people about their health, about their thoughts, about their actions. And a lot of things will not be able to control. But our mind create these thoughts because for our mind, I am it's my fault. It's much easier to process because it's something to grab and process it, to create some chunk, some pictures, some images, like something that will give us emotions. Because if you will say, I not be able to influence this, it's something that you have inside, some kind of state of the heart when you take a deep breath, breathe out, and feel yeah, I need to do today something to honor people who not around me anymore, to do something different today, not like I did yesterday. So it will change my situation and take some step. It will shift our state very quickly and our emotions will change. So we'll like master our emotions, if I can say. And you can practice it. You can start with your question about what kind of meaning, what kind of self-talk you have about different situations in your life. Because when you understand this is my mind, this is my brain, and my body just have a response because it was trained by psychosomatic response, I can do something today. So I'll be able to shift it. And everything starts from this investigation. You just like go backwards, right? I have some behavior. This is comes from emotions. Emotions come from meaning, and meaning come from thoughts. And everything starts from the event. Because different people, or even you in different stages of life, about the same event can have a different thoughts and different meanings and different habits and different life. So, what about the meaning? How you be able to change it so it will change your emotions? Because this loop emotional, when we're talking about crazy eight, from sadness to angry state, it's just it's not just balanced emotions. You be able to create a balance with one bridge. It's called gratitude. And I'm agree with Tony Robbins. He's saying that you not be able to be angry and grateful at the same time, and you not be able to depressed and grateful at the same time. So we can start with it, and after that we can bridge it with some our goals, with some our thoughts, with uh, some our dreams, and it can grow into purpose. But start with investigation right now. Ask yourself about the meaning because you have already emotions. What kind of meaning? What kind of event? Because between your emotions, we have three steps: meaning, thoughts, and event. Pick up some event right now because it can give you like a map and it can works for you. You can change it. You can change your state. And it's easier than you think. You know that our our beliefs, so it means that what we really believe in, like what kind of hope we have about things, we can influence it. So many people think that courage, that certainty, inner certainty I'm talking about, it's created from outside. Like the God needs to show you the light, that some people needs to come and solve for you some things, so you be able to step out and do some things. Because uh, truth is different. It means you start little by little, change your state today by little motions. Here you see on the pictures what I'm doing on an everyday basis, and it's not something new. Let's be honest, you know it. Recently, I talked with the guy on parking lot. He asked me like, "Are you using testosterone?" Because he he knew when we start talking, he we start like telling to each other like how old we are and what experience we have. He recognized my accent and his roots from Europe, interesting thing. And I said I will turning 45 like very soon. And he like, are you using testosterone or something like, or you live in the gym? I said, actually, either like even true because I use natural different products and I name him few. I said I use them protocols, very like quick changing my state with different breathing techniques called exposure with some meaningful grounding, just gratitude things. I'm explaining all of this, what I'm telling you before about Bruce Lipton, Tony Robbins, and Wim Hof, other practices. And he said, "Oh yeah. You're right. I need to change my diet. I need to start do it again. I mean, like I did it so long ago." And I see on his eyes some kind of, like some kind of battle inside because he know what he needs to do. He know how it will affect, how it benefits for him. But it's not about even discipline because he succeeded in some areas for sure. What's happening inside his meaning, what it means like what kind of emotions he create and what kind of thoughts he have about his identity. Identity, it means like what are you doing on an everyday basis, that epigenetics called when we're talking about language of neuroscience. So it's very easy tools. What you be able to pick up for yourself on everyday basis. It can be music, it can be dancing, it can be praying, it can be meditation, it can be Tabata protocol, like short workouts. You can use my state control challenges on my YouTube. It's a playlist I'm posting regularly there. And come join me. It's like 3, 4, 5 seconds, 5 minutes sometimes. It's different one. I sometimes I do it by myself, sometimes with my little son, and it's amazing how it can shape your state. So your chemistry changes. It means like you rising some of elements in your blood. It's called hormones when we're talking about oxytocin, serotonin. So you still have some stressful state about some challenges that happens in your life because life bring it to you or you challenge yourself and you put yourself in that state. Both of them, both of these states are our body understand it. It's like a challenge. So you will have a challenge anyway. But when you balance your hormone like cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline from somatic system with some parasympathetic hormones, we call it oxytocin, serotonin, and they balance your nervous system, your recovery helps faster. You feel more joy, you feel more sense and purpose. This is something that can helps you to shift your state and your chemistry. This is a simplest thing that you can do for your body here and now. And pick up something. Try to do something right away, today, because this is can it can create the amazing experience for you when you start doing it on everyday basis, something that you will pick up and you will create your own system. This is a beautiful because you will be able to create inner certainty in uncertain world. And let me ask you another thing. When you last time stretch yourself, not just only body stretch, because it's also good. I mean, when you stretch yourself about picking up something that out of your comfort zone. We start about how depression was created and how to get out of it. And right now, on the few slides later, I'm talking about challenge yourself. And you can say, like, Yuri, are you crazy? Like, I need to heal, not just like challenge myself more because I already challenged it by life. I'm agree with you because of that I'm here. I'm also going through challenges because I'm operating right now in the state. I don't have support of my family. I'm paying bills by working on a part-time job. I'm having my mission. I'm rebuilding my business. I'm parenting my little son, co-parenting with his mom. it's it's not perfect like schedule for me, but I know what I need to do to feel certain. And these kind of challenges, they can give you this flexibility of your nervous system, of your mind, and your state. So every time when challenge come, you will feel confident. You will feel certain. The amount of certainty that you can create in uncertain moments, this is will just shape your life in future. This is how Tony Robbins explained it because we have different needs, six of them. In one of them, it's a fundamental, it's certainty. But we can stuck to it too much. And for our mind, it's very sweet spot. So here in these slides, I show you a little bit of my story because last 10 years I travel and switch places of living many times. Sometimes it was just surviving. I didn't know when I will like sleep. And this is something that never comes because you want it, because our life push you go there, or you understand that it's just necessary to step up and move forward because this wave coming anyway, or it will cover me, or I will be able to learn how to surf it, create new skills, learn new things, just go to unknown and just explore. And I know that many of you have these moments in life because how we learn how to walk, how to talk, how to just doing some things that you are doing today. In which state of life you just settle and you just start living by your past and your minds take over and you create this feeling that I'm not enough. Probably I'm not worthy. It's too late. It's too early. Like what kind of story, especially right now in social media age with AI and all of these tools, how to find people who you wants to build something and trust them. Okay, you can surround yourself with robots and AI agents. What about connection? What about building relationship and trust? And even right now, maybe you're in pain and you think, I don't know, I don't want nobody. People are evil. When you be able to see that the state can produce some behaviors of people, not people by himself, you will be able to open up for new opportunities in your life and start feeling again. This is what I figure out later when my mom told me many years ago, don't close your heart. Right now, I carry it on everyday basis. And when I heard from Tony, you can create like your worst day can become your best day because it can teach you something. I didn't understand in back of the days, but right now, more I dive in it, I understand it, how it's open up, how you can create different meaning, how you can create, make different decisions, and they will shape your schedule on an everyday basis. And you will bring together different tools and it will help you to uh, really live your life on your own terms because you'll be able to shape yourself. And why I'm telling you this little story about my journey, because if you're right now staying in that certainty place, ask yourself how long you will be there and how it will affect your life in your relationships, in your health, in your business, in your career, in something that you are already feeling certain, but not move on, not growing. Because certainty feels safe and our brain, our mind love it. But you know that nothing in life didn't give you 100% certainty. We'll be able to influence different things. And this ability to influence depends on level of our personality. And the one of the way how we can grow is push the limits by ourselves, not waiting. And don't telling you right now, start doing crazy things. Start with little steps today. In relationships, start doing something that you waiting from others, start doing it by yourself. In your health, what you can give to your emotions, your thoughts, your body, how you can treat yourself better to feel healthier, to more energized. What you can learn something new in your field and just go on the next level. It's not about moonshot during the night, but it's about step forward that will give you some uncertainty that also needed for us to feel more fulfilled. Because stick with certainty will lead us to disappointment in life. And this is an important question. I want to ask you to sit with it. When in your life, in which area you choosing more, like chasing more certainty and you don't grow? And if you not grow, what is opposite? You die. Physically, little by little, but emotionally first, spiritually. So take a deep breath every time when you feel some tension, some emotions coming to you, some things looks like take over you. This is a not bad sign. It's just a sign. And use any tool that can help you. Because this is what I show you here. It's a simple things, but many of us just don't do it. And I remember days when I forgot about that because I was so in survival mode. Right now, I want to ask you which things you will start doing today for you that you will change your state very quickly. So you will not wait until some situation change your state. You will change your state right here, right now by your actions because you'll not be able to create inner certainty by waiting from outside, some signals, some some science. You create it by yourself, and this is how you become a creator, not just person who responding on things, just reflector. And this is a different state. Pick up some more small action and let me know what is this and why it's will like make benefits for you, you think. And you know that interesting thought that many people think that if I'm not in depression, it means I need to be happy. Usually it's different. If you're stuck in emotional loop, if you're not in depression, you're in aggression. And recently I talked with some of my friends who in battlefield right now. He's an entrepreneur, sportsman, very light guy, caring all about his family. But we talk few times, and he said, "I losing like control. I losing the power I feel. I'm not be able to even enjoy life, even when I have some kind of rest. When I visit my family, when I visit my friends, I try to relax, and I will not be able to because that loop, that state, anger or sadness, it's just cover him completely." And what we did with him, it's some little practices. Of course, they was uncomfortable because they are so little, but by stacking it, we can create the lasting change. But simple simple action, simple tips didn't change nothing by itself. So every time when I feel uncertain, I'm doing things, I create a system, a schedule for myself. So I be able to feel alive, even when situations very uncertain and sometimes scary. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. When I moved to this city, right now I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, because I want to create new family. I didn't, of course, didn't know exactly how it will go because relationship it's a dance, right? We know that we can do everything what we think it's necessary to do. And in some moments, maybe we have some spark. We're talking about like some romantic things. And in some moments, we can feel aligned on the same spot because of some pain that we're going through, because of some challenges. And after that, you need to figure out what kind of values you have. If you not be able to figure out it in the beginning, it will be very tough for you in the future because you can figure out that values are different and you need to just to do something with it. And it's a lot of pain, and you can end up in suffering very easy. Go through control, go through some kind of actions that are not appropriate. I mean, it looks like they are solution, but it's not for the long term. So what I did to myself, even without knowing for sure what will wait for me, because I choose uncertainty another time. It was many time in my life, as you understand. And this was kind of training like I see right now. So I didn't feel so uncomfortable when I make a decision, switch my job, switch my place, like go to uncertain, like just leave everything in the past that it's like in the past already. Other uh, breakups, other broken relationships that I saw that I did my best. And right now I see that I was a pleaser many times in my life in relationship, and they always leads me to the same exit. It was leaded to feeling unworthy and locked down my heart. And of course, for my partner, it was very scary. And you know what we're doing usually when we're scary, when we not be able to control and influence things. But why I'm telling you this story, that no matter what's going on, I create for myself a system that gives me some life momentum during the day. So it's not was just about work, extra teaching, extra learning, extra coaching. It was about training my presence, especially for connection with my son. Of course, there is no certainty about my future, his future, like all us when we're talking about humanity. But this is the important things. Do you be able to create for you today some actions that will not just give you, some escape. It will give you real fulfillment, little actions, little steps that will give you better health, better relationships, better results in your craft. And this is some little moments, this is little puzzles that you can pick up today. And one more time, I want to ask you to stay with it, to sit with this question, one action, one another meaning, one another thought, one another emotion that you can bring today to start feeling better. So don't wait from outside to feel better. Create inside of your state through things that you be able to influence, and you will feel better. This is when everything starts. Do you feel it? Let me know, please. Drop it in the chat how it reflects to you. Do you be able to feel things differently and make some decisions that, okay, I forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me, Yuri. I'm here not to telling you some new things. You know already something that is just a reminder that you need to pick up and do it again and again and become a master of it. This is how you create new identity. So I want to hear from you because what kind of life, what kind of day? Let's talk about one day when you will wake up and you will have some calling. Because your mind, your body will wants you to stay in some certainty and comfortable things. And we need it, of course. We need to know how to pay bills, how to buy food, the some apartment, some place to live, like some house, something, some closest people we can rely on. If something happens, we can reach to them and they can reach to us. So we build this and it takes some time, you know it. But the question is not just to make it work. What about to have a purpose that more than you? What about to have a calling, some meaning, some some project that it will inspire you because you not do it just for yourself. You have your vision for people around you, that your skills, something that you know, something that you experience, you can expand it and help other people to move on. How it will makes you feel? How it makes you feel even right now to think about that, to feel it. I want to ask you to breathe, take a deep breath, breathe in this purpose, meaning, new goal, new mission, something that you have a dream of and feel it. You don't need to figure out everything, how you will make it happen, but just have the response of your body, of your heart. This is the beginning. This something that create momentum here. What kind of vision you have in your health, in your relationships, in your project, in your business, in your craft. This is can drive you and fulfill your day with it, with little steps that will make you a little bit closer to your goals and your dreams. And this is how we move from egoistic state of survival to empathic state of purpose, meaning. And it's not very hard to do that. During one workshop, if you dive in and let you feel it and open it, not overthinking it, not like stay in your head, more go to your heart, this is when everything starts. And I want to invite you to this journey and let me know, please, what inspires you. Let me know what inspires you, what vision you have in which area of life. Why you want to make this step today. What kind of thank you can tell to you, your future self. Imagine if right now you're sitting in the room and your future self come in and say to you, thank you. Or this, many times I heard it from Tony Robbins or Dean Graziosi. If you be able to talk to yourself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, your own self, what you will say? It means like you have a few sentences to explain, to share, to give some coaching if you want. What you will say? This is very important because when you create a purpose in life, it gives you more energy. You want to grow. You want to contribute even more. And every day become a beautiful journey. Even if it's pain, even it's challenge, even if it's uncertainty, you build this system and it's connected to your mission and your purpose, to your service, to your legacy, very tight. So even when something happens in your life, very painful, you'll be able to see it different, how it can teach you what exactly happens right now in your body, how your emotions relate, what kind of meaning you give, what kind of thoughts you have about specific moment, about specific event. So I'm inviting you to enjoy this because your life can change very quickly. Not when we're talking about some physical changes, like you want to get back in shape and overnight you did that. You want to build wealth, overnight you did that. You want to recover from heartbreak or like losing some loved ones, and overnight it happens. But today I know that you can make a decision. When you stack in it through actions, you make it your own new identity, and you start with self-talk. You start with some emotions. You start with the feelings. You start with changing physiology. And you have a hope and you have a belief and you have an evidence on everyday basis when you create step-by-step actions. You can go wherever you want. I can share with you a little bit this journey as inspiration because this is something that many years ago, I asked myself how I'd be able to help other people to prevent their states, for example, strokes, for example, some heart attacks that I have in my family, some history, like diabetes and all of the things. When I work with stroke survivors in the hospital, also I have these thoughts. When I was in the fitness field, a lot of people reach me out like, okay, how I can lose my weight, how I can burn this fat, how I can gain more energy and all of these things. Of course, everything starts with a meaning. Everything starts with a self-talk. And I said right now, with every person who reached me out by the call, like, okay, how I can lose weight, I said, let's change a little bit self-talk because let's get back in shape. Let's get back your vitality, longevity. Let's get back in your best state. How about that? It's complete. It's a little things, but many people don't do that. They stick with these aggression to yourself, with this depression with their own self state and body. But the body just learns something during the years, and we know that fat tissues was developed to protect us. If we be able to see it, you will never hate your fate again. You will see it as a result of something. And after that, you start going to reverse to some events, and this is how it works. Many, many years ago, I was 300 pounds. With medical degrees, with things going back and forth, I achieved some results, break some records, go to television, radio. And after that, I had many injuries. And these 300 pounds turned it to me like a very bad state. It means like it's changed my blood sugar, it's changed my blood pressure, it's changed my state, it's changed my digestion, it's changed my emotions. It was like really psychosomatic state. And I created a system without counting calories, without exhaustion diets and different trainings, just for the long term, uh, everyday basis, different shifts, different tips that for the long term give me results. Before that, I just heard about that from Dr. Esselstyn, Max Gerson, Wim Hof, and Tony Robbins, different people who show by their example how it can work. And you know what? Recently, I did my blood work with Life Force, and it showed that I am 33 biologically. Going through all of these challenges in life, my routine helps me to stay in that mode. And I didn't say that everything perfect with my health. It's a lot of room to grow. But when you be able to influence yourself, not focus on six packs at all, it's just come as a result. How you will feel if it's the same happens with your wealth, that you will master some tools that on everyday basis give you, uh, how to say it, not just a hope that you will create some wealth. You will see evidence of it every year, compounding effect, your multiple your business, and everything starts from little things. And interesting that I'm in this state many years already. That black and white pictures, they black and white because I screenshot them from some show that in that days uh, my device just produced for me in black and white. It's crazy, but it's how it was recorded. It was recorded not black and white, but my device recorded like that. So it was many years ago. Not so many that it's just black and white. But why I am showing you this, it can be inspiration for you that you can start with little steps without knowing how it will affect you in future. Just have a belief, just have a mentorship, just have a system, and just on everyday basis create for you the routine. And it will becomes your core, and it will shapes your identity and your results. So what you want for your life today? And what kind of step, little step you can make already today that it will be like just another step to your goal, to your healthier self, emotionally, mentally, physically, to your wealthier self by multiply your business, by creating some more value, or multiply your savings, it means like get some profits from some system that you can right now figure out by investing. I didn't tell you what exactly to do because I'm also in the journey right now. But this is what I can share for right now, that I didn't have any promises 20 years ago how it will works, but right now I have. So because I change many different places and loses businesses and all of the things right now, I'm in the process to create this life from different spots, and many things needs to be done. And this is why I'm sharing you things that you will see me as a not somebody who work with people and helping them to get healthier in their life and go through their challenges, emotional, mental, and physical. I'm the same as you as a student, staying a student on everyday basis and learning and growing to become better. And this is what gives me this way out from this depression or aggression state. It's only one way. This is how I see it, from egoistic state to empathy. And I share with you some little tips how you can make it happen. And please reach me out, let me know, drop in the comment how it affects you, how it reflects to you when you understand that you are not broken. You're not your emotions, you're not your thoughts, you're not your divorce, you're not your uh, diagnosis, you are not your broken heart, you are not a loser, like many people right now relay. And I see on social media a lot of different things. Inspirational one in some case, in other case, it's just devastating how people believe that they are not worthy of love or success, of health or something or wealth. This is what I hear from people through messages, through comments. And why I'm here today to inspire you and telling you what you already know, that you are not broken. You have inside this power, this inner calling. Use it today. Use it today and just make a choice and make a step. And let me know how it goes. Please subscribe to my channel and share with somebody who you think it will be beneficial. But more importantly, give me some note from you, some message, how you feel right now. And it's one of the many workshops that you be able to participate right now. And I will be happy to share with you some my journey. And very important for me to hear from you the parts of your journey. And you know how it can help you and people who you love. So to make this journey more attached to our each other journey, I want to invite you. It's a free ultimate reset guide. And you can also join my free community when we be able to grow together with the classroom, with different workshops, workbooks, and trackers. If you want to jump on the call, we can do that. If you want to do it by yourself, no problem. I respect your choice and I respect your path. But this is something that I created that it's helping me, other people, to just get previewed ground with 5 life force tools, because everything starts from a meaning, from our focus, from our emotions. It's connected with our body, we understand it, our longevity, vitality, energy, relationships, and purpose. This is the 5 different areas that will be able to master it, and they connected to each other. And of course, you can scan QR code or go to my bio and grab the link. And free uh, community, it's created if you want to dive in, not just mm, like talking and connecting with each other through emails, we be able to go deeper in our journey in this free community. And I will be happy from you to hear how these tools helps you, because I know that they can, because I use them on an everyday basis. And I can't wait to hear from you how they helps you. See you on the other side. And one more time, please remember that you are not your mind, your emotions, and your state. You'll be able to influence it. And right now, if you have some depression, some feel of loss or something, it's just a state. And you'll be able to change it starting today. See you soon. And I need to stop recording. Bye bye.